All right, just waiting for people to show up. Usually, for those of you who are just kind of sitting here waiting for this to start up, usually I wait to just about 2 minutes. So typically, if you skip to that point, that's where I'm shooting for. If I don't know why, some of the times they have this algorithm where it cuts it off. I'm going to try and look in that to see if I can do it. That way, we can just skip this first couple of minutes. Side effect of it being live. Gotta wait for people to show up. So it is what it is. Yeah, so with this video, I'm going to be looking at some interesting numbers given to us. Uh, there we go. Yeah, it's weird getting so many in today. Everyone's starting to show up. Yeah, with this video, we're going to take a look at some interesting numbers finally. I didn't know that these were finally put out. Couldn't find these when the whole thing snapped off. So we get to see these numbers populate as the story needs them to. It kind of seems to be that oh, what's that show? The Truman Show. Seems to be very Truman Show when we're looking for certain numbers and certain ideas, and then they just kind of pop up, and at first they're not there, and then they arrive, and it keeps the whole fake world going. So it's pretty interesting. All right, so let's get to this. Talking about the history, it's very interesting. History. Oh, people are saying they just get the delay. Didn't even think about that. Okay, so the History Channel. According to history.com, we're going to take a look at this write up on the Spanish flu. There's some very interesting terms, very interesting ideas, and yeah, you guys will find that very interesting as well. I'm pretty sure. So, where, according to history.com, did the Spanish flu come from? Scientists still do not know for sure where the Spanish flu originated, though theories point to France, China, Britain, or the United States, where the first known case was reported at Camp Funston in Fort Riley, Kansas on March 11th, 1918. Some believe infected soldiers spread the disease to other military camps across the country, then brought it overseas. In March 1918, 84,000 American soldiers headed across the Atlantic and were followed by 118 the following month. So, according to history.com, and you can Google this is everywhere now, it was March 11th, and it was by the spreading of these soldiers that this, so-called pandemic exploded across the world as well. So, from March 11th, as a result of 118,000, the Spanish flu came to be. Isn't it interesting that on March 11th, as a result of 118,000 cases, the pandemic of what we're going through is called? Like, it's literally the same day for the same reason. March 11th and 118,000 is just unreal. It's also interesting. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm just going to point this out again. So, and where was this? This was in Kansas, was the first reported case. Kansas. They even note that it's exactly 100 years that separate ours from that Spanish flu with 50 million people. 50, okay? The NFL embarks on its 100th season with the Super Bowl winner being Kansas. Like, I can't even. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Kansas City equals 122. Kansas City KC K the 11th letter in the alphabet, C the third 113. It's unbelievable. And when did the Super Bowl take place on? February 2nd, 2020. So 2222 at 33 p.m. Like, it's unbelievable. February 2nd was the 33rd day of the year, leaving 333 days of the year because of the leap year. Started at 3:30 p.m. with the 2222s. Like it's such a mind shaker, right? Now, what's interesting about this is we have been talking about Back to the Future. Now, with Back to the Future, on February 2nd, we get this, not February 2nd, rather, but we get August. So, this is the screenshots from when Doc pulls out the clocks in order from all the numbers that appear. And the first order we see is 118. Okay, so that's August 11th, 2019 was Tisha B'Av, which is interesting because the very next follow up was September 11th, 2001, 9/11, right? Well, September 11th, 2001 and August 11th, 2019 gives us 17/11, which was the day that patient zero happened. So now we previously decoded this stopwatch of Back to the Future of 12/01/21 as possibly being December 1st, 2021. Well, if we being, following the script here, it should actually be read backwards 8/11, 9/11. So this should actually be 12/10/21 if we want to read it that way. And it's got some interesting numbers because if we read from the Super Bowl to that date, we get 13/11, right? 113. February 18th to December 10th, an 8/11. And from February 2nd to December 10th, the 22/11, which is the last set of numbers given to us in the movie. 12/11/22. Even if we read it the other way, 22/11/21. So let's read it the other way, 22/11 and 21. Well, 21 is the sixth triangular number, 22/11 is the 66th triangular number, and 22221111 is the 666. So no matter how you look at it, the 666 is there. We get the three dates, 8/11, 9/11, and either 12/01, which to me actually makes more sense of 12/10/21. Now, what's interesting also about the Super Bowl date was it took place on Groundhog Day. So we're all familiar with Groundhog movie, in which the day keeps repeating over and over and over again, just like the 100-year gap, just like the 3/11, just like the 118s, just like the Back to the Future theme, and Groundhog Day telling us it's going to happen over and over again.
Okay, campers, rise and shine. It's Groundhog Day. And don't forget your booties, because it's cold out there today.
Phil? Hey, Phil!
No, not you.
It's me, Ned Ryerson!
Okay, little fella, good job. That's different. Good job. Hey! He got the groundhog!
Of course, it's the Rubicon, right? Very interesting, right? And from that very same Super Bowl, we got the Phoenix Rising. The first initial deployment of soldiers was 84,000. 223 is the 48th prime. That gives us our Georgia Guidestones reminder. And remember, there was 50 million who died in the Spanish flu. Well, it's a very interesting number. Oh yeah, and August 11th, Tisha B'Av, 2019 was the 223rd day of the year. Which is fascinating because they tell us in all different ways, and recounting what Invasion, the movie Invasion, tells us. The similarities again and the dating, they tell us what's happening to us in our bodies at this moment with this current situation to the T. Take a listen.
Dealing with is a complete, intelligent entity, the dimensions of only a few cells that's invading people's bodies, integrating their DNA, and reprogramming their genetic expression overnight.
Reprogramming? How? How would that look?
Well, 80% of what we are and what we do is determined by our genetic expression. Integration of alien DNA could look like anything.
Or nothing at all. So you say that this is showing up all over?
It's starting to. They began considering epidemic protocols in Europe last night. Also in Japan. But here, we're just talking about this flu.
You're sweating. If they don't do that, they'll know. Now go away from here.
Carol, are you here for your shot?
It's very interesting how Carol figures out what's going on when she starts searching for the answers on the internet. She is found with this on the screen. Well, 118 and 84. If we split the 88s representing time and we go forward into it, so 84 then becomes 48 forward and 118 becomes the forward pathway. We get the numbers 118 and 48. Read it however you want, 84, 811. Either way, it doesn't matter because it is Tisha B'Av, 811 and 48 being the 223 prime. So it's absolutely fascinating that the invasion time stamped this date as well. Another very interesting date is event 201, for it was a 118 as well. What's also interesting about it is October 18th, 1018 0 and becomes 118. Well, that's the same thing for November 11/8, 118. And the number 201, as in September 11th, 2001. Space Odyssey 2001. There's a lot of interesting 21s associated in this whole thing, and we can see from event 201, if we reverse that, we get 102, as in October 2nd. So we get the Space Odyssey 2001, we get an October 2nd out of 201, and we get the 118. So October 2nd, 2001, November 8. Are our heroes gonna come to rescue us from this something wondrous that is happening? From the 2001, from the Space Odyssey, the 811, the October 2nd.
October 2.
October 2? No. Today. November 8th.
November? No, October.
The October 2 and 811 and a nuclear blast. These numbers have all been circulating and telling the same story over and over and over again. It's interesting to track them, and it's really interesting to see them always associating to the same things. It's also fascinating to see that you can show the same people at 1,000,000 times and it doesn't mean anything to them. Whoever you are, I hope this finds you well. God bless.